you said something. All I heard was Daniel Jones, top tier QB1.
Yeah.
And, can we just?
No,
I need to hear the sound because I don't remember all the details.
All right, let's hear it.
I just
Let's hear
remember
what
how
happened
angry
on
I
this
was by
excellent
hearing
show. This just in, 2 p.m. Eastern, ESPN.
And there he is, making his debut. I've resisted all year. All year I've resisted, but he just balled out. He has the Giants in the playoffs. He has a top 10 QBR, and he has, and let me be very clear, and if you think I'm wrong, give me a worse one, the worst receiving core in the NFL. If there's a worse receiving core than the Giants, I'd like to know who they are.
Justin Fields.
No. They just got Claypool. He would easily be the number one on the Giants. Easily. There's no one even close to that on the Giants. The Giants I'm saying maybe there's a team with a worse receiving core. It's not the Bears.
All right, so I missed the show yesterday. And I missed our meeting yesterday because I was working on another show.
Mm-hmm. How many shows are you on?
Hey man, we work, man. That's all we do. We don't complain, right? Ain't that what we do, Jay? We just work.
That's what we do.
So what is this tier?
Let me explain the
tier. Bring me up to speed on this because let me see if I can make sense of where you're at.
Okay. Every week I do quarterback tiers in the season you're hitting a moving target. You're trying to figure out where are all the quarterbacks based on their play this year, right? Not what they did in the past, but this year. But there's a heavy recency bias. That doesn't mean you throw out everything that happened in week 4 and 5 and 6, but you weigh more heavily what's happened recently. So and the way it's structured, it's a pyramid. 1 guy is in the top tier, 2 are in the second tier, 3 are in the third, and that's it. So you rate 6
and it's
guys.
only 5 guys?
6.
6 guys.
I mean 6 guys?
Yeah, 6 guys. That's it. So by himself in the top tier is Patrick Mahomes. That's uncontroversial. Okay?
That's correct.
The next tier I have Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts, because even though Hurts has missed a couple games, I expect him to play going forward. And until he got hurt, he was, along with Mahomes, one of the 2 best guys in the league, okay? So I still have him in the second tier.
Okay.
And this is week to week?
This is week to week, where I'm adding up what's happened this season so far, but with a heavy emphasis on what's happened most recently. So I'm trying to figure out where everyone's at right now, right? The third tier, Josh Allen. I considered him or Jalen Hurts for that second tier, but I'm still going with Hurts based on what he did to the point he got hurt, and I expect him to come back. Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, who has his team in the in the playoff situation and has played well recently, and the third name, and that's flipped a lot. It was Geno Smith. There was Jared Goff.
Dak Prescott.
Dak was there 1 week. Daniel Jones. Not only has he played like that, but he's made some spectacular plays, particularly in their very last game. It's probably the best game of his career. So at this moment...
You know how I am, man.
Yep.
Look, he's been the model citizen all year long. Like you know how I am about numbers. I don't care about numbers, right? Because right now he's 19th in touchdowns. He's 19th in throwing touchdowns. Means nothing. That means nothing because they run the ball with Saquon on the goal line. They get the ball to other people.
Where he is an interceptions key?
They win different ways. When they run the football, they win on special teams. They win on defense. They just do a lot of good stuff. So I don't care about the statistical side of it. When I look at some of these other quarterbacks, Geno Smith's had a pretty good year, nice run. I
had him in there a couple times.
Lately, that quarterback in Green Bay's pretty damn good.
Yep.
Yeah. He's good. I don't know,
no, pretty damn good.
That defense has stepped up. That defense has gotten a lot better.
Yeah, but and then you got a dude out in San Francisco that's only played 4 games, 3-4 games.
Right.
So pretty.
And he's done a tremendous job at holding things down. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate that Daniel Jones is considered the third-tier quarterback and Max is 6.
Hey,
I don't hate it.
How about this stat, though? It's not true to say you don't care about stats at all because you were the one who came up with certain parameters for stats, and you were like, if you do that, you're almost always going to win. So we checked it, Key. We checked your stat configuration, and it turns out quarterbacks win something like 80% of the time when they drop back fewer than 25 times or fewer than 30 times, have
30.
no interceptions. And what else was it? And have no more than 300 yards or something like that.
250 in the air and some change and a touchdown and no interceptions and drop attempts 30 of them. You're going to win a lot of games that way. And the reason I say I don't care about the statistical side of the touchdowns because it's touchdowns. 19. He's 19th in the league. That's right in the little bit underneath the middle of the pack, which it's all system-driven too.
I have something for you. This is what I'm saying why you do care about it. What do you always focus on? Interceptions, turnovers, right? He is second in the league for fewest turnovers. He has 5 interceptions. 5 interceptions on the year.
Yeah, but that could also be a product of them not throwing as much, which is a reason they're winning games.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you consider, with the way they played down the stretch, Trevor Lawrence? Where was he in the conversation? Because where they finished last year and what he went through compared to where they're playing down the stretch right now with Doug Peterson, I mean, he's having this tremendous turnaround.
There's no question. Now, look, was there some homerism?
Yeah,
I'm a Giants fan?
Yes.
Of course. Now, but I will say this. Here were the candidates for that last spot. Trevor Lawrence was one, based on especially the heavy recency bias.
Yes.
Jared Goff was another. And Geno Smith was another. I actually thought the guy I should have put in instead of Daniel Jones, like if I lived in Detroit, I'd have Goff in there. Like Goff has had a very good season.
Why you got Joe Burrow 2 instead of 1 when he's been pretty solid over the last
He's not going to
month and a
replace
half?
Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes has been balling all year, right? The only time, but like Josh Allen got him.
I mean, Joe he had a bad streak probably of 3 games, I guess.
So it's Burrow or Mahomes.
I mean, he had probably 3 bad games this year. Not bad, but not quality to the point where you're like, okay, this is the guy.
Yeah, it's Burrow or Mahomes,
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.